Forgive me if I'm wrong for pointing this out, but is that character not only 25% metal?
I mean, technically, no, he's actually full metal. It's complicated. It's like a soul's within inside the suit of armor, almost.
Well, that's the other
So, I
character
mean, well,
that's not the Full Metal
the other one,
Alchemist.
yeah, well,
Amelia
he's,
was telling
yeah.
me about this.
I really don't think like an arm
Yeah.
is like 25% of your body.
It's an arm and a leg.
That's
Going
still
off
not
mass,
enough
it's
to be
close.
like
It's
really far off from 20%. It's more like
You'd
like
be
19, I
surprised how
guess.
much of your torso makes up your mass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, perhaps I was going off of robotic proportions. Going off a mass, the arms and legs would be heavier.
You can go off, like,
For
caloric
the
value
bone
if you
parts.
want some arbitrary thing. It's an anime.
Perhaps I'm reading too
Anyways,
far into this.
Yeah, they don't make sense. And they kind of pull things out of thin air, and sometimes they pull things out that contradicts their already established law, but then they add law to it to make it make sense, but it still doesn't make sense.
Plus, like, it wouldn't sound as good if it was quarter metal alchemist.
That is true.
Yeah,
Is that why they call
Make
you
it work.
Warhead and not approximately 60 tons of TNT?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
how's everyone been doing recently with, studies and training and everything else?
Fucking awful.
I guess.
Genuinely, there's like
Bad,
been no risk to my life recently, and I've gone through all like the stupid weapon shit I wanted to build. Now I'm just trying to fucking design a rotary engine out of boredom. It fucking sucks.
Why?
I want to shoot another man.
With a rotary engine?
What?
No, why are you making the rotary engine? Why out of that? Why did you choose that?
I don't know.
That's what
Parts are there.
But
No one
shouldn't it
simply
have a
gets the design
purpose
off
if
the
you build
ground.
it?
Yeah, I could fucking entertain myself. That's the thing. That's the whole point.
Oh,
You know how many rotary engines are out there? Not many.
but shouldn't you
It's
build it
custom
to
built
put it on
engine.
something? Or
Maybe
know
one day. I don't know. Actually, I have to make the damn thing, which is like the big problem.
I mean, as long as you get the authorization for the supplies, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It should be for something, but, Tia's given the thumbs up, and so is Monty. It's technically allowed. Sort of.
I mean, compared to some of the shit I made without permission, I think this is pretty tame.
But you are making things with permission now, right?
I'm putting it on a spreadsheet that I've taken material.
But you're checking to make sure you're authorized to make the thing before you make it?
They can see me make shit at any point in time they walk into the workshop.
Okay.
I'm sure
Right,
Tira would get
okay.
involved if they were building something properly destructive to the building or surrounding area.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's not like there isn't people walking around here every day who have the power to level buildings.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah, but they don't though.
So as long as Adox doesn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't really need to level up.
It's a pretty wild stretch.
I think the point was more that, like, extraneous expenditure of resources or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. What have you been up to, Moxon? We can go around the circle.
I found out if you go to a police station, ask for their cold cases, they'll give them to you. So I've just been solving them one
Damn, really?
What? What?
Yeah,
Nice.
they usually
You-
publish the evidence in the public forum once things are gone for long enough. Granted, most of the victims and perpetrator have already passed, but it's something that most of the time not on active cases.
I mean, it's a good way to train, I guess. Too.
It's fun. I
Wild
recommend it.
hobby.
How does one solve a cold case where everyone's dead?
You discover who the perpetrator is. Or what happened to the victim. Missing person cases are rather unsolved and left to rot in cold storage often. Granted, it's hard arresting someone who is now 83, but that's why I guess
Still
it's a hobby and not
criminal.
work.
Yeah. But that's neat. You know, solving cold cases just casually as a hobby. That's cool. What
I prefer
about
more
you?
active work, but
Yeah. I mean, but it's still nice to have a break. I mean, this has been nice. Not having to, worry about a city block, not being there tomorrow. Or a building on fire. Or a villain trying to hurt everyone. That's nice. Right?
Yeah, good lull.
True.
What have you been up to, Alexis?
Mostly just research stuff, I suppose. You know, I've been keeping off hours and the like. I mean, when we're not on call, but no real progress on anything interesting. Just, you know, behind.
How's college been? I mean, I see you now and then between classes and everything, but
I mean, not particularly difficult, I guess. I sort of know a lot of the answers once they're asked. So, probably should have figured out a way to skip some of the courses, but finding the gaps is still useful, you know?
yeah. I mean, I'm sure that would come in handy.
Still learning in a way.
Yeah, I
Just
suppose.
different way.
Yeah, it'd be bad to know something, but then not know important information that connects it to something else, and then that, could lead
Turns
to
out-
all sorts of issues.
Turns out writing papers is more of a skill that relies on cultural knowledge than one might imagine.
You having trouble with them?
I can get them written, but it's not. I don't know, maybe I was just always a shit writer. But,
I mean, if you ever need any help with, just I wouldn't be able to help you with the actual content of the things that you're studying unless I was privy to that information. I could help with research technically, but I could help you with the structure of such
yeah, I'll
writing. Yeah,
keep it in mind.
yeah. That's cool. What about your Warhead? What have you been up to?
College. Mainly. Pain in the ass. The papers do stuff. Like, I can't write a paper to save my life.
The option is there for help if you need it.
It's not that big of a percentage of the grade. It's just engineering. More math than anything.
Engineering? I didn't expect that. Not in a bad way or
Yeah.
anything. I just, I didn't know
I
that
got a
that was
minor in
something
architecture.
fascinated in. Oh,
Trying to figure out how to blow things up better?
Well, it's more so I already learned how to blow things up better.
Fair enough.
So this course is way easy.
Mm.
I suppose most people aren't also a hero until their 60s either. Having a backup plan is generally advised.
Yeah. Plus, it helps kind of like cover up the criminal record. Not really, but every little bit helps.
I mean, aren't like most of the oldest heroes in there? I mean, even like Henry is like 60, right? Something? I don't know.
Correct.
Yeah,
The founders of Firebird are,
yeah.
I know at least one of them retired, or I think two now.
They were the first real wave, right?
Kind of. Technically.
Oh. If I'm not mistaken, there's plenty of heroes that either didn't make it to their old age or dropped down before it got to that point.
Fair.
The founders of Firebird are more of an exception because they had something to lead.
Yeah. They're the
I mean-
first stable wave, in a sense. There have always been heroes that have existed. Even if way back when the definition wasn't always fully actualized. But superheroes have always kind of been there. They've just been more so heroes that have made their mark that have lasted for so long. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mox.
This is your area of expertise.
Yeah.
What?
But yes, technically, Henry looks 60. Technically, he's immortal, and technically, he could live forever. So but his age, he just looks that way. I guess he might. I don't know if he's gonna keep on aging. I'm assuming he wouldn't. At least he hasn't looked like he's aged beyond. Like he looks. You could technically say that he looks like he's still in his late 20s, early 30s, late 30s if you really look at it.
From what I understand, the other three founders, they look about that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw.
You think he's actually gonna do the Phoenix thing?
If he dies,
know-
he comes back to life.
No, he turns into a pile of ash and then comes back to life.
I mean, there hasn't been recorded instance of that, but I mean, and I don't think it's really a power that you'd want to test.
Phoenix is real?
There are theories online.
That's a real good question. I don't know.
I mean, if we're asking it like his superhero name is like related to.
I mean, he could have chosen just about anything fire related, but instead he went Phoenix or like. I don't
Yeah, because he's
know.
also has
I mean-
healing.
Yeah. He's got
There's
his healing
still some
flames.
leeway there.
Yeah.
Is that a no
And
on them being
it's-
real then?
The answer to your question, to the normal society, technically, phoenixes shouldn't be real, but also, like, magic is real, and fae exist, and anything is possible. Like, we
Fair enough.
haven't seen phoenixes, and there hasn't been recorded instances of people seeing phoenixes. There have, like, with photo evidence or video evidence of such, but there have been, like, mythos and rumors and stories, and just sometimes stray articles online, but there's no real traces back to any, stable proof of such.
Got it. So, probably not advisable for him to let himself die to find out whether he comes back from the ashes.
Yeah.
Not likely either, considering they're one of the strongest heroes currently.
Well, unless, isn't one of the Phoenix tropes that, like, they get old and then just spontaneously combust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
From what I can tell, though, he is immortal. But what that definition means,
yeah, I just,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
it could be that he, gets to be 100 and then whoosh.
Personally, I find it really funny
Maybe.
he just combusted in the middle of a meeting, turned into a pile
That would
of
be
ash.
terrifying. But why would that be fun? That would be terrifying.
It's just fucking spontaneous.
Oh, yeah.
One moment you're talking to like, I don't know, some 30 looks like a 30-year-old guy and
I,
go on.
I don't know if the definition of funny suits that, but I mean, I guess if humor depends on the person.
They
Bit
don't really
dark.
carry the weight with them with someone who might explode at any second. I doubt it's that perilous.
I mean, actually, when Haddox introduced himself to me, he said that he could explode at any second, and I believe that.
Well, but also, like, would he know? I don't know, like, half the shit about my powers.
I mean, he knows, and he blows up, so like, clearly.
I choose to blow up.
Yeah.
How did you find that out that you had that power? Did you just spontaneously just go one day? If you don't mind me
Yeah,
asking.
pretty much.
Huh.
Presumably, though, like, you worked up to figuring out how much you could actually do? Or did you just literally explode into nothing the first
I
time?
swung at someone and the recoil was pretty crazy.
Damn.
I then thought I lost like 3 fingers. Like forever.
Did he die?
And then they came back.
It'd be kind of a lame
No.
power if you didn't. You can blow yourself up. Once.
That's actually an ability that someone has in, the X-Men comics, actually. I've never seen anyone in real life with that such ability, but I have to assume that some inspiration came from somewhere. They have the ability just to go supernova and explode once, and only once. And then they're dead. It's a really sucky mutant power. Exhibit power, for us. Our
Yeah.
definition.
Ashton, how did you find out you had powers?
It both of my siblings had powers. It was a kind of assumed thing that maybe I would get powers. It was figured out over time. They put me through a bunch of little tests that they made up, how they figured out their powers. None of them really worked. And then kind of one day we were playing catch, and I'm really bad at throwing catch, but my older brother Max, he really enjoyed it. And I went to go throw the ball, and then yeah, that ball went so far, and my arm was not okay.
That must have hurt.
It hurt a lot. They also went flying forward, which was not great either.
Have you
But,
evaluated the resilience that your power does give you?
like how much I can.
Your arm
take?
doesn't come off.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone through testing and such to see the extent of my abilities, but I've never, I wouldn't say there's a sure. I don't have a surety in terms of like what I can take. I haven't had a safe environment to test it until now.
Sure.
But also,
But-
I just haven't had the time to test it.
But I mean, presumably you have some sort of preternatural resilience to at least the effects of your own.
Yeah.
Like, if you get shot, you still get shot. But, like, I wonder if it's less.
Yeah. Maybe?
It's hard to say, because how would you know? But, like,
Yeah.
What happened the last time you got shot?
It hurt.
Mm.
A lot, but also I lost a lot of blood and Alexis healed it. I think I got shot 5 times and then I went down or something. A lot of them were torso shots. It was really.
That's
it was
higher than average.
Yeah.
Most people go down when they're
Yes.
shot once.
Yeah.
And knocking out a bitch.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah, on average, most people go down. There must be some sort of resilience there because, again, also I don't pass out when I go through these extreme instances. I remember when we fought the Rarkon, for example, like my arm was in such a way, like this arm here was in such a way that it there was bones coming out of it. I don't think that's what an arm should do. That's really not what an arm should do.
On average, no.
Yeah.
It all heals.
It really
heals.
doesn't.
With time, with pop.
Most
It won't
injuries
heal.
acquire, yeah, most of the time when people acquire injuries, they acquire continued sustained damage. This is why, like, sports players are so fucked up by the time that they're, 35, is because they have, years of head trauma and ligament damage and whatever.
It's always so hard to tell what other people can take.
It mounts up over time, but from a lot of it, I think, has been aided in the fact that I've been healed with like an ability that rewinds my injuries, or like Pop's ability. We don't necessarily like know the built up. Like I guess we don't know how much. I mean, there was books and such on how much Pop's abilities can heal and all that, and there are testing theories regarding it, but there hasn't been anyone that's lived long enough to be and has sustained enough injuries to see how much sustained damage over time, and how much of that sustained damage gets healed each time she heals it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, we could try to quantify your force output and then compare to, physiological studies and the like. My guess is that if I were to punch something with the amount of force that you punch with something, then whichever part of me is the area of least, I guess probably one of my joints, elbow maybe, would like disconnect.
Yeah. There has to be some assumed sort of resilience.
It's pretty common amongst, powered individuals. I mean, obviously, like, to your point, you don't know what is normal necessarily, and I mean, Henry has probably never acquired cumulative injuries in that way. Wouldn't have a sense of it except the academic knowledge. Addicts can fix pretty much anything. Do you acquire scars and shit?
What?
Do you get scars and stuff?
The ones I want to keep, yeah.
Hmm.
Otherwise, just new scales, switch them out.
Right. Also,
Not
we got
too
off
far
topic.
from what I have to do.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a good question, and something that I should need to look into more, because yeah, technically I would have resilience and has been a theory in the back of my mind for a very long time. But again, trying to quantify that and such and test it is difficult. But yeah. What have you been up to, Roxy, recently?
Mostly just trying to figure out how to get my abilities to be sustained without taking too much energy from me because of magic bullshit, but that's really mostly it.
Have you talked to Mr. Redwall about that at all? Since he's
Not
kind
yet.
of a magic guy.
No, but that is a good idea.
Mm-mm.
I just haven't found the time with it yet with some other not hero things going on that I can't really talk about, but
Right.
From experience, slight amount of reservation maybe on the things he suggests. Do like a sanity check.
oh, why is that?
He gave some pretty bad advice to me.
Okay.
With things.
I'll keep that in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were experimenting with the stuff that I have going on, and
Okay.
You
Right.
always get a second opinion.
Yeah. And
Is there
also,
anyone else who's like deals
magic?
with that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Or is it just him?
Sable.
I mean,
A
technically
couple of us
Sable,
have
yeah.
some in process of acquiring. I've been looking into stuff. I mean, I'm not an
Well,
expert, but like, we
one
have a
of
couple
the
like
Firebird founders is very well versed in magic, but I do believe they have retired. So unless you
he's
catch them here at some point.
Unfortunate.
You can always ask Phoenix about contacting him. But he's apparently, from what documentation has indicated, he's a hard man to get a hold of.
I mean, like the I'm not saying that Albert is someone who shouldn't be listened to or whatever. Like he does know what he's talking about. He just things seem to be a bit more of like academic interest for him rather than like considered. Things exist, I think, more in theory than probably they should.
Yeah,
Okay.
but might necessarily not be a bad thing, considering your ability is external related. He seems to have helped Tristan a lot, from what I've heard. And
Oh yeah.
you know, his magical sword. So
I'll
maybe
see about talking to him, and if his idea is too wild, then I'll get a second opinion.
yeah.
Hmm.
We're always around here, and we can always research a bit more together. I'm not well versed in magic, but if there's, a library, the internet, books, if they exist, something can be found. Normally,
Probably.
yeah.
In terms of who does the most magic, Sable, but like I don't know that she's gonna have a lot of super valuable insight for the examination of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless it's Fae related, maybe, but like I assume not, given that it's a
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I really wanted to ask, I mean, you know where it came from. It came from your mom, the magical pick, but like, does it like, do you know where it came from? We found it in an attic.
I have no
Right.
idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would have told me, but we didn't get that far. So
Yeah.
You have a magical guitar pick?
it's not a pick; it's a tuner.
Oh,
Juno.
man. It was a pick of destiny.
might be possible to look through records, presumably cross-referencing, you know, census and other data, sort of in the same way that people track longer term in the, spread of like genetic disease and stuff, or like trying to figure out locational things. They track down previous owners of places and those associated with them, and there might have been a hero that like had it previously. Maybe there'd be a record of them somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised, given the ancestry. So maybe.
I feel like there can't be that many like rock star superheroes out there, but maybe.
Who knows?
You'd be surprised.
Speaking of
Depending if you're going off
Warhead
aesthetic.
and Linda, how did you
power.
get your powers? Were you just born with them?
I guess I was born with them. I
Hmm.
just one day just awakened them on the playground with
Huh.
fighting bullies.
That's neat.
And somebody threw a rock at me, one of the bullies, and I really didn't want the rock to hit me, and then the rock didn't hit me, and then when I opened my eyes, there was like this blue barrier in front of me.
That's really neat. I mean, it sounds not out of the ordinary for a lot of how exhibits manifest their abilities. Sometimes it can just be randomly. Sometimes it can be an instance of danger. It could be a traumatic incident. Something triggers it normally, but there have been, recorded instances of just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me.
Was this may be really personal? This may be really personal. I've heard of some exhibits who had like physical manifestations out of nowhere, but were you just born with the ears?
Yes.
The tail?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I got it
Cool.
from my mom.
They're
Yes,
neo-functional,
those
right?
two. Yes, those two. Yeah, they work. I mean, of course.
Not maybe to the exact extent of like, but like broadly speaking,
I
they.
do hear a couple frequencies that dogs can hear, but maybe not as well.
Suppose that's another one that's
And
hard to
I have a
say.
pretty good nose. Pretty good nose. Mm.
That's really good. Good to keep in mind, actually.
Has anyone ever tried to give you a pair of headphones before? Like, unironically?
Headphones? Like,
Yeah,
like
you know,
what?
the kinds that
Wait,
go
like
above
what?
your head, you know?
Oh. I think I would need custom made ones for that, right? I mean,
Yeah, you
they
would.
don't really
That's why
sell
I'm
them.
asking.
They don't really sell them commercially.
Mm.
Reina has
I
some.
mean, I'm sure. Yeah.
Earbuds work. I mean, you just,
Yep.
take them.
Yeah, if you were looking for
And
something
with
more
the
like comprehensive, yeah.
yeah, with the existence of exhibits, there have also been people that make products in relation to that. There are headphones that exist that work for individuals with
I mean, I assume just any pair of fucking earbuds work.
Yep. I usually just use earbuds if I want to listen to music.
yeah.
Has anyone ever tried giving you a pair of headphones, Maddox?
No one's tried to give me shit. Anything but shit, actually. I still get shit.
I mean, I'm sure there's a way to have I mean, the helmet could be modified to play music on the inside, maybe.
Oh
Or
yeah, I got
like,
like a waterproof speaker in here. Got set up with Bluetooth. Got hooked up to my phone. That's why I'm on comms. You know.
Right, but like
Yeah.
you could also just
that makes
wear headphones.
Consider that would probably look really stupid.
It would look. I'm not saying. But like
That extra
physically
variance for
speaking,
tactile line of
you
voice.
can hear
Exactly.
just fine.
Yeah.
Like, presumably there's transference of the. Never mind.
Yeah, but it's how I've always heard shit. So who am I to fucking say?
Yeah, but like you would still hear if there were headphones over.
Yeah.
You don't have like a
Never do
microphone
it.
on the outside of your helmet that's transmitting. Yeah. Okay.
No, I just raised my voice.
What?
Just free.
No, like it's not like feeding back into the speaker so you can hear what's going on outside, You can just hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any fish with really good ears?
Fish with good
I don't
ears.
fucking know. Like
I almost said dolphins. They're not fish.
that ain't
Okay,
that
well,
doesn't count.
That
I mean,
fish.
could you take dolphin material and use that?
Can't take whale material, so I'm gonna assume no. Because whales ain't fish either, they're mammal.
Yeah.
It's actually like a really complicated and controversial scientific sort of question. What are fish?
Yeah. Trust me, I don't even want to fucking try crustaceans. Fuck that. I'll just stick to what I know is a fish.
If whales didn't work,
It's a
I'd
big
try
crab
fish.
bar, but really
Actually-
cool.
I'll fucking shoot you.
Please.
Isn't there already a crab
Alex.
guy?
Nice. Nice.
There's
There's a
someone who
guy
could
that can
turn
turn
into
into
a
a crab.
Yeah. Summer.
When the
Here?
season swarm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, summer.
Okay.
According to the legal
What?
system, at least, you can't really claim a power as your brand identity too hard.
Yeah.
That mean that I can name myself Phoenix?
That
names are
would
different.
be. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Hero
Generally
names are
under-
different.
Those are generally protected. But if
Yeah.
someone else had the ability to blow up their limbs, you couldn't sue them for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
But if they dressed like
Exactly.
you and called themselves Warhead, then they're all for it.
That's when you can sue. Or get the Firebird lawyers to do such.
If someone else had this power, I'd be just like, I'm so sorry. This shit
Do you
hurts.
not like your power?
It hurts. Every time I blow up, I feel it.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Oh. Ugh.
Why not?
But if someone has this power, right? Like you,
Yeah.
they don't have to experience pain. They just have to choose not to be a hero.
So are you suggesting that there could be someone out there who has this exact power but better?
Well,
No,
probably,
it's
but
more
like,
so yeah,
It is
it's
surprisingly
mostly
common,
suggesting that they
actually,
could
how that
have
specifically.
they could have the ability, but they just don't use it and they choose not to become a hero.
he doesn't need
So
to be
then,
a
like,
hero.
their
think-
life isn't
Okay.
miserable.
He could be
I will.
an architect.
Yeah.
He's studying for it and everything.
Understanding It's hard.
Man has ambitions, addicts.
Okay, fair enough.
I believe it's a bit more difficult with a criminal record, which being a hero would substitute a little bit.
World's first
interesting.
criminal underground architect. I make villain layers.
Eh,
I mean, I'm sure
That's
there's
a
a
joke,
big
I'd never
business
do
there for
that.
But like, there
maybe
would
you're
be
onto
a
something.
business there for that,
Yeah.
surely.
Okay, but hear me
Surely
Oh,
out.
there'd
there's
be
a
business for
There's
it.
a
What would-
business for everything.
What would the dollar amount
Yeah,
be?
definitely.
Probably more than a normal architect.
Yeah, but are many normal architects going to be building villain layers? I guess, how would we know?
I mean, private project. Private project.
To my understanding, the first thing that they do when investigating a building like that is to see who owns it and who made it.
If I were me,
Generally
I would be
speaking,
like,
though,
all
people aren't
property
very
is
gung-ho about
theft.
building
All
secret layers,
architects
more
are
so they
villains.
take over a building
But Alexis wouldn't
and
know that.
claim it as theirs. Case in point, the warehouses that we raided a
I
while
mean,
back.
someone's got to make, like, the trapdoors and the secret escapes and everything.
Yeah.
There's a
You're
lot of
absolutely right.
horrible people with egos out there who want crazy shit. Where do you think
Very
I got like?
unfortunate that
Where do you think I got the eel for the hand? Like some crazy aquatic themed villain had like a fucking enclosure, and one of the henchmen who like made the plea deal got ownership of the eel
Wait.
and was just holding on to it. So
That's
well, you can just
that's
buy
how
a
you
new.
got that?
yeah, buy from
You
off
really
eBay.
You could have bought an eel.
It's
Eel?
I mean, eel.
Huh?
Like
How about
like
an eel?
yeah, do you know Alex's abilities?
I believe now is the time for you to explain it.
I thought he just like a water swimming aqua race or something.
oh no, I'm a genetic freak.
Oh.
That's
Think
not like a
chromosomes
power or
and
anything. That's just eel muscles that I just fucking stripped off of a living eel, and then just kind of surgically grafted onto myself. It hurt like a bitch.
Wait,
to
so are
do.
you saying that all your skin is grafted onto you? It's not your skin?
Technically, if there was, like, wouldn't fucking know. I just done this dozens of fucking times, hundreds even. Even then, I wasn't born with arms, so I don't know. I was just born a normal ass fish.
Wait, you're
And then once
born
I
as
had
a
the
fish and somebody put
Yeah.
arms and legs on you?
No, I just once I was out of a tank and just into a big enough body of water, they just kind of grew. I don't know. I'm
Does
no
that mean if you take the
expert.
helmet off, it's just a fish under there?
I'm not saying that. I'm not telling that.
So yes.
Then do you?
Sounds like a yes.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
Well,
we
that'll
will
go
probably never
weird.
see underneath the helmet, so then we shouldn't assume. We're never gonna see underneath the helmet. Hopefully.
You can
Never.
you can think it's a fish if that helps you, okay?
Don't want to see the face ever?
No, you
I mean,
you
like,
ain't gonna fucking see.
Are you not curious at all?
like, I'm curious. Of course, I'm curious. I'm really curious. But like, that's really rude, I think, to ask that. Like, to be like,
Oh.
"Hey, is it a fish?" and like pressure him into him and answering. Not saying that Alex would answer it. I don't think Alex
Also,
would
like-
answer it.
I don't think
he would
anyone
just say,
pressured anyone. I think we just asked a
Fudge off.
question.
He also starts
Yeah, but, like-
dying without his helmet.
That's
doesn't
true.
he?
Yeah.
He does. So that's why we're never gonna see it because he's never
Mm.
gonna be without his helmet. Hopefully.
Mm.
Please don't be without your helmet.
We should probably, do the thing where we make sure everyone's actually aware about what the hell's going on, because that's probably indicative of, like, what do you know about, like, Roxy's powers?
Nothing. I
Ah,
heard something about magic and a magic pig. Or tuna?
Tuna.
Tuna.
asking questions is a good habit in this line of business.
Do you know any of our abilities? I mean, I think I've told you about mine. That's definitely been done.
You punch really hard. I think.
That's the basic surface level of it. Yeah. Okay, I guess we do need to do the thing. I control kinetic and potential energy. Currently, only the kinetic and potential energy that my body generates. And I can only use it on me. So I can do burst of speed and burst of strength. And I visualize it through percentages. So if I yell at a
Alright.
random percentage, that's how much power I'm trying to put into it, and it's me helping me with that. But yeah, that's my power, just basically.
Alright. Eel fish, electric, robot, detective.
Hmm. Precisely.
Many guns. Smart.
We did fight together briefly at the mall, I believe.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you had a gun. That's all I know.
Like a bunch of guns?
5 total, if you're including the copies. 3 different varieties, 1 for each range.
I haven't seen your ability in action, I believe.
We'll come back to me.
You blow up. I mean, self-explanatory. It's not too hard to understand. How do you
Yeah.
regenerate?
I don't know. Just sort of happens.
Do you only regenerate when you explode? What happens if you cut your finger off? Does it regenerate
I
still?
don't know. But usually if my finger gets cut off, it explodes.
Oh, all right. And
Actually,
and Roxy is magic, but what kind of magic?
So I do things with music and sound. So I've got healing, and I can do projectiles with sound waves.
Oh, so what exactly? I heard something about a tuner. What exactly are you using to make the music?
I have an electric guitar. I can attach it to any instrument so long as I know what I'm doing with it, but right now I only have 2.
Oh, okay. I see.
do you
Well,
want to
got-
explain
I guess.
your ability?
my own?
I've explained mine. Yeah, you can explain yours, and then we go back to Alexis if she wants to
Uh,
explain.
I'll make barriers. Pretty simple. Barriers that you can't go through from each side. I can make I can shape the barrier however I want, but I cannot move the barrier. Well, I can move the barrier, but it's pretty hard for me to move the barrier. So when I summon it, it's mostly stationary. Other than that, if you punch the barrier or if anything hits the barrier, it hurts me too. But not as much as if you would actually hit me. It's more like if somebody hits my barrier with a gun, it's like I feel it, but I don't feel like getting shot by a gun. It's more like it puts strain on me. And at the end of the day, if I had a hard day of using my berry a lot, it just feels like you worked out the entire day, and I'm gonna be really sore the next day.
Okay, so it's exhaustion doesn't physically hurt you.
No, it's more like, yeah, it's, I don't know, my body just gets really exhausted after a while, depending on how hard you hit the shield. That's why I'm constantly training to just get more stamina. That's why I asked you the
Right.
other day to just punch me.
Yeah, you did ask that. It's a really strong barrier. It's really strong. And
Yeah,
ow, it really hurt.
I mean, you broke it a couple times, so
Yeah, they're only at the
can't be
higher
that
percentages.
strong. Could definitely need a bit more fine tuning.
Yeah, but I definitely fractured my arm when it did break, so you know,
So of
it
the
takes a
8
bit
of
of power.
us, 4 of us hurt themselves when they use their abilities.
Oh.
And depending on how
Oh.
you interpret things, I guess B.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can feel pain.
I don't think
Doesn't
we
seem
can
like
feel
it.
pain.
But like,
Nah,
you
I
know,
did stab her in the arm and she just didn't react whatsoever.
When did you stab her in the arm?
First day.
Why?
Huh?
Well, I asked.
You asked?
B
Okay.
is
The
okay. B is a
Yeah, right.
zombie.
B's a zombie.
Oh, alright.
Like literally got brought back from the dead type zombie. At least we think. I'm still looking into that for
I
her.
think she has green skin, so do with
Somewhat
Yeah,
that.
she's a
unclear.
zombie. She can take her
Mhm.
arm off and wave it around and reattach it, and she can be absolutely dismembered and then put herself back together, kind of. She can also make
Does
blood
not have a pulse
structures.
or a heartbeat.
Smells funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just being mean.
I mean,
They don't smell the same as a rotting corpse. If that's what you're worried about.
No, they
she's
don't.
delightful though. She's really nice.
You can smell?
No,
That's what I'm saying.
it's just when they first went into the room, no one threw up.
Yeah.
Logical deduction.
I mean, she like
I've been around of bodies, unfortunately. As a detective, it's my burden to bear.
whether or not she's like undead is kind of one of those terms that doesn't really make a lot of sense, you know?
Yeah.
So like she like has blood that flows through her and a heartbeat and stuff. It's not like normal, and she's got like a whole cocktail of drugs that she's on or something. I don't really understand the entire nuance of how that came to be, but she's got a bunch of shit. But regardless, she's not. If a zombie is a reanimated corpse, that's what I guess maybe she is, but also unclear how we got there and whatever. So, like, hard to say, you know?
Oh, well, I didn't mean no offense when I said she smells funny. It's just that everybody has a very unique smell.
I'm really curious what we will smell like to you. But also I feel like that's a really probing question.
What does Ashton smell like?
Lead to some Okay, yeah, what do I smell like?
You're allowed to ask that
Ashton-
question, surely.
Yeah.
Well, you smell like a human.
That's good. Means I don't have any secret alien ancestry, or you know, that I am human. That's good.
Or it also smells like a
Lights
human.
up.
The shocker.
So wait, people have so humans have a specific smell, but those that aren't human have it.
Well,
Like, what if
everybody
someone's
has
hot?
everybody has an individual smell, but if they're human, they have like something in them, like, you know, some part of the smell tells me that
Right.
Well, that's
They have,
just
like,
has this typical human smell in it. But obviously, not everybody smells the same because they use different type of shampoo and stuff. And the clothing they wash has also different. They use different washing solution for the clothes, so it's like a mixture.
I
Also
might
the
need
odors of our
assistance in the
individual.
future.
Yeah, it would be really good for Mux's detective work. I was gonna say, could you like track us down as long as you had like something to pick up us? Like, if we strayed from this group or something, you could pick up our scent and track us down.
Depends on how long ago. Scent kind of goes away after a while. But if it was recent, like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, yeah, sure.
That's really cool.
Last case I had, we
really
had
cool.
we had to follow the scent of a very specific substance, and I had to drag Theo around to smell everything for me. So, but they are not on our team.
Theo's on Team Star.
Theo's on Team Star.
Yeah.
It was a joint team operation a bit ago.
Right. We did have that joint team operation, but to smell things or to track things, I don't think Theo had that ability.
There was a specific black substance in the area that smelled revolting, to say the least, according to everyone I spoke to. Since I couldn't identify where it was, I need someone who could. A regular human
was
nose
this?
works fine in that instance. Where was this? This
Yeah.
was in the. I forget its exact location, but it was in an alleyway in the streets of Cetera.
This was with the
warehouse raids?
No.
with
That's not
the sewer thing that everyone was doing for a bit.
It did involve the sewers, but it was not that specific.
Okay.
It was investigating a murder of a hero, mind you. I think he was in the news somewhere.
Yeah. I know there were like a bunch of groups that did stuff with that, but not like teams necessarily.
No, it was a group from a bunch of different teams. Who I'm blanking on the exact people at the moment.
Doesn't matter. Not super important.
Well, week.
There was goo.
No,
Theo was there.
relevant to this
He could smell the goo.
Didn't know Theo had drunk sense of smell.
I think the idea is that
Theo has a
anyone
regular
has
sense of
more of a
smell.
sense of smell than.
Yeah, more sense of smell than Mox, right?
Johnny was busy looking at a manhole and determining if it was heavy or not. Amelia was elsewhere at the time.
Right.
Well, I guess you have a good nose on your team now.
Definitely.
Even though my nose is probably not as good as my mom's.
She had a better sense of smell than you?
Oh, way better, way better. I'm just half dog. She's has the full dog powers.
Interesting. Going back to before, Alexis, do you want to share?
Yeah. Okay. So my main power is, well, I call it rewind. I can. I can change. I can manipulate time, kind of ish. Not really. It's a relativistic entropic modification. But for all intents and purposes, it means that I can, like, reverse things in time. I can't do it. Kinda, yeah. People ask weird questions about it, and then it raises all sorts of complexity. I can reverse time. That's the short version. I can only do it to things. I can't sort of like reverse sort of, this room 50 years to when, it's a. If I have a thing and something happens to it, I can undo that thing, and it happens in reverse to the point that I can practically reason about its prior state. So if Mox has an arm sheared in half, I can take the easiest way to do it, I guess. I would probably not want to do it the other way. I think that would be bad for me. I can take his arm, put the things together, and then reverse the seam between them. And it will uncut, more or less, so to speak.
A much preferable outcome to having Addox stitch it back together.
Please, you want to be stitched, you'd be welded.
That does hurt, you know.
It
doesn't.
does?
Who programmed you with pain?
Pain is an important sense for lots of different things, not just, as a consequence
Okay,
of
but
things.
still.
That's the reasoning I've deduced anyway.
I mean, I feel like giving you an override would have been a good design decision, but like...
I have very little controls on the actual internals of my body, much like you all. Unfortunately.
You could be powered down, right? Before the, like,
Same
if
way
you...
you'd go to sleep, I suppose.
Yeah, like,
It's like anesthetic for surgery.
No, but like you charge.
Yes.
Yeah, like there is a mechanism by which you become offline. Is that something you can do on demand?
Yes.
So you could
I
like
can manage.
theoretically power yourself off before the welding.
I don't have that much faith in my teammates, unfortunately.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fuck you.
That's fair.
Somewhat
No, I
fair,
mean,
but fuck you.
It's fair. It's fair considering, I'm still learning some of the basics regarding Mox, and I'm just there to help. And you have a track record of.
You did put my neck around a bike lock and.
I pulled a bullet,
You did
loose
do
bullet
that.
out of your head, and you fucking fight me on this shit. All you had to do was just keep your ass still while I got the damn thing out, and no. So yeah, I get the
Anyways.
fucking bike lock.
I'm very peculiar with people poking around in my skull. My apologies.
Yeah.
I can do similar things with most things. I can do it to people. Like if you get cut, I can reverse the cut. It happens in reverse. So like don't, for example, get it healed partially and then come talk to me. I mean, you can. It's just going to suck for you because it will go from... It will go from
I thought
being...
You can not...
Go on.
You can only do it to objects.
No.
Do it to people.
I can do it to pretty much anything. I mean, there are limits to what I can do. I have to be able to reason about it. So, like, things that are highly entropic, not particularly good at those, right? So, trying to reverse the movement of air in an area would be infeasible, right? I need to, like, have the mental model. Also, electronics, often pretty rough. Basic things I can often do, but, like, best I can tell, you can probably thwart me reasonably effectively with, like, a solid electromagnetic lock, because it's not... Unless it was recently off in a identifiable way, right? It's consistently powered, and so undoing that isn't a thing. Also, I tried to unsend a text once, and it, like, I think gave me a minor stroke or something. I don't know. Wasn't really sure on what happened there.
Yeah, it's not a laughing matter. It was a really bad idea, and I take full responsibility for it. It was a it was a scientific venture that went really wrong.
learn
and I got
by
really
doing.
excited about something, about theorizing, the theoretical ramifications of her being able to reverse send a text, and then she kind of passed out and was bleeding a lot.
I can charge my phone a bit.
Adults are...
It's not really worth the time and energy, because I can plug it into the wall and that does it too. But like similar kinds of things like that, right? I also, it doesn't need to be, I'm being specific about this not because you need to care, but just because like maybe it'll be something that you need at some point. If I have half a piece of paper, I can make it a whole piece of paper. Even without the other half.
So you can duplicate paper?
I can change it being back to being a full piece of paper again.
What
But
if you tear paper
I could have two
half
pieces of paper.
and
This
then
is
you
where
can
calling
write
it
them
time
down?
manipulation falls apart, because that's not how anything works. But like, yeah, if you tore a piece of paper in half, I could make there be two copies of that piece of paper.
So if you're especially hungry, you can eat 1.5 sandwiches.
I
You
don't.
do food?
So wait,
I don't.
Wait.
could you do it to food?
What
Well,
if I eat a slice of cake and
let's
you
not try
repair
that
the
right
cake?
now. We shouldn't try that right now. I just
If-
had a really dark food. We shouldn't not try any of these things. But I also theoretically, if someone got sliced in half,
So
I mean, I was thinking more along the lines of like, you said your barrier broke. Couldn't she fix it?
mm,
She had to
Theoretically,
fix
maybe.
me.
can you?
yeah,
The barrier
Didn't
breaks
you-
because I'm exhausted. But if she can reverse my exhaustion, yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean that maybe I could do a bit. It comes into a recency as a factor. So like, if a door was locked yesterday, I can probably unlock it. Like I can unlock any of the doors in this building probably pretty easily. You know, a couple of minutes maybe. I broke into HQ once, and that's how I did that.
Oh.
Not relevant, but if the door was locked a year ago, I could maybe open it eventually, but like it would take a long time. If you got an injury a longer time ago, it takes longer to fix and it costs me more. So,
Alright.
if, for example, someone was severed in half and the option is me or them being dead and we want to try that, yeah, we can. Existential question. If you die and I put you back to being alive, do you have concerns about that philosophically as people? Some people
I
think
don't.
that would make them like a weird monster thing, I guess. I don't really know. So you'd want to be back?
I die all
Oh.
the time, so
Fair enough.
Alright, so basically, you and Roxy are healers. Warhead, Ashton, and you two are our powerhouses? And I'm the shield?
Kind of. Adults can
I'm
also
the
take a very
detective.
big beating, and yeah,
I'm just not a
Roxy's our
bitch.
detective.
That's my secret.
Okay. You don't have to put it like that.
Am I wrong?
But
You
do you have
can
any...
I mean, he's taken like a blast face full, like point blank before, and he's been fine. So I'm sure
Mm.
there's some type of ability there in regards to being able to sustain damage and being able to, some tank related ability.
If I feel I'm too hurt, I just suck it up until I get to like some fucking operating table. And if it's really that bad, I just replace damaged shit.
and
Also,
I
the
may
other
or may not
powers.
be immortal, so
Eh.
You know,
take that as you will.
we'll give it
You
another
might be
couple of years and
immortal.
find out.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you'll be
Noted.
the one to turn into a pile of ash and come back.
If Henry
the
turns
fuck?
you
Maybe
into a
I'm-
pile of ash, maybe you will
Maybe
come back.
I'm the real Phoenix.
I think that if that happens, you get to steal his branding. I think that that's justifiable.
Yeah.
I don't want his branding. I like my branding.
It
Before I
would be a
forget-
very long legal battle too.
Can I replenish food? Yes. The reason that I know this is because I have my sprayers and I can refill those, and those have a lot of things that are water.
Right.
So, like, can I regenerate? Yes. Not all organic
Infinite
material.
cake party.
There's
But it also does put a good question in, like, if you do eat a piece of cake and she rewinds it, does that mean, like, the cake... I mean, the cake would still exist.
We went
in
over the
you.
paper thing.
so this is where again this falls apart. I could
It would
empty her
create
stomach, but not necessarily have the cake fly out of her mouth. It would just be that her stomach is returned to a state of being empty. Yeah.
God, that'd be like the cruelest diet.
Probably not. Also, I try not to muck about inside of people too much because, like, I don't do brains if I can avoid it. That's not great. And also, like, if you get shot and are bleeding out, I can fix the shot part, but I can't fix the blood loss.
Hmm.
Yeah. The other thing, this is why I went last. So,
Yes.
I'm not human. This is not, I think, necessarily a surprise. You know a lot, but like, you, I assume, can tell.
Yay. Well, you smell funny.
Can't just say that about people.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
You smell.
Gotta word it
not-
different.
You gotta smell non-human.
That's better, yeah.
We don't have all the particulars. I was not. I was born a human, best we can tell. Best we know.
All right.
6 years ago, I got abducted. I don't know any of the details of most of the things, but some experiments were done, and then culminated by, as we were getting rescued, I got shot in the head. So I don't really remember anything from prior to 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that. Charlie put soap in my brain. 10 out of 10.
Wait, how are you?
Wait, what?
How are you alive?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
because
she
of
does
the,
that.
with the
Wasn't a
book.
very
Yeah,
good
right,
shot, I
makes
guess.
sense.
From what I gather, I was at the back of a dark cell, and the shot was taken through the cell doors, and it,
There are actually a lot of cases of people getting shot in the head and just kind of like surviving it.
Yeah, the brain is a remarkably resilient organ. Also, like, a lot of the damage, there's still, like, residual damage. Like, I don't handle sight very well. Like, I can't see very well. Especially, like, in bright lights and daytime and stuff.
I see.
Anyways, the long story is there were experiments done. I'm a vampire now. Cool.
Oh.
Everyone has varying responses to this. Initial
The
questions.
vampires, like-
Only...
Aren't
Yeah.
vampires like evil?
No.
There are presumably evil vampires out there. I mean, there's a reason for the mythos, I would
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. But it's like, how they're like, there are evil exhibits out there or evil humans,
I mean, they're
evil
always evil in the
extraterrestrials. It doesn't mean
movies.
not always. There's some good vampires in the movies.
Like what?
Alucard from
Yeah, Ashton, name
Castlevania.
one. That's
Yeah.
fair.
There we go.
Wait, shit, he's a Dampier. He's half. Fuck. Never
I mean,
mind.
technically, yeah, he is damp. He's a
Mm.
vampire.
Strictly speaking, me too,
Uh,
presently. I think. I mean, I'm a ghoul, but not hugely important as to the nuance. I don't really actually think there's a difference. This is one of the things where, like, Albert was looking into this. Vampires are a magic thing, not a bitey thing. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, if I drink all of someone's blood, if I can turn them into a vampire, possibly. Probably not. Maybe.
You-
Don't know.
Did you drink any of our blood while we were asleep in the dorms?
What?
Did you drink our blood while we were asleep?
Oh,
In the
you
dorms?
idiot, we do blood
No.
drives.
I don't drink
We
people
just lie
out
to
of
the public.
people. We did do that. We did host, I think, yeah, we hosted a partially fraudulent blood drive, which significantly bolstered our supply of blood.
All right.
Yeah.
This is
Generally
also
speaking, I'm the one who's
Hmm.
carrying the blood on me, so if I get
Yeah.
struck and I am bleeding, it is not mine.
yeah. Mox has some compartments that they keep the blood inside. So, like, if they get shot and there's blood that splats everywhere, don't be freaked out.
They
Okay.
pretend to be freaked
That's
out
just
so
blood.
everyone else around them buys it.
Ideally,
No.
don't bring a lot of attention to it.
Uh-huh.
Would be maybe
Yeah.
preferable.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Many,
But if they're
and this is why I'm not particularly, like, explainy about it to most people, vampires apparently real. That was news to a bunch of us. We kind of found that out when we learned Layla is from a family of monster hunters. Monster
One of
hunters
our
also
teammates.
real,
Yes.
and seemingly significantly more prominent. In furtherance of me not getting hunted, as a monster, I don't generally talk about this super much. A bunch of people here know by this point, just because, like, turns out it's kind of remarkably difficult to keep it a secret when you know.
So, do you have
Drink
any
blood, burn
vampire
into someone.
powers? Like, can you turn into a bat or something, or fly?
It's mostly I've got negatives. If I go outside, I'll light on fire.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, sun lights me on fire,
No.
quite literally.
No, super strength, super speed.
I'm definitely faster than average. Like, I'm still not in particularly good physical shape after, being in a cell for 6 years. But, like, I can outpace Ashton in a sprint most days, for example, or
Yeah.
Oh,
many of the people here. I'm not as good at, like, people that can actually move really fast as, part of an exhibit power or whatever, but that, before I forget, as a disclaimer, I don't only drink human blood. Apparently I can subsist on at least some amount of, animal blood. I have some really weird agreements with butchers.
okay.
Yeah. It turns out it's actually really kind of a lot more difficult to reliably get access to significant quantities of animal blood than it is to get human blood. Who would have thought?
That's like how the reason why my power even fucking works so well.
Yeah. Fish are terrible. I don't know why. That's the thing.
Vampires are terrible. I don't know why.
Alex.
Fair enough. Like, yeah, no. Fish, not good. Fish blood, nauseating. Like, real bad. Other things... Yeah, no, it's real bad.
Blood makes you
It's not good.
nauseated.
To that end, I have very specific good senses. Like, I can hear all of your heartbeats presently. In what seems to be at least a pseudo-magical sense. Like, I can hear some of the people upstairs. Most of the people upstairs, probably. Not necessarily super specifically, like I can't pinpoint, there is someone 8 feet in that direction. But mostly it's just really fucking annoying. This is why I tend to hang out,
Not a feeling.
At HQ most of the time, and then keep night hours and stuff. Like, yeah. Other
Wait,
questions?
so can you only do hero work at night?
I can go out so long as I'm covered.
Oh, all right.
But like,
They were literally at the mall fighting all the fire things
Yeah, true.
in the middle of the day.
They were literally at the
Yeah.
fucking beach too. Like, how the hell did you pull that off?
Wait, yeah.
well,
Lots of sunscreen.
no. No, it needs to be pretty reliably opaque, otherwise, I will light on fire. Sunlight in general is the thing. Like, UV light sucks, like it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt me seriously. It's like actual sunlight. Similarly, that means that like reflected sunlight also is not ideal. So like swimming was kind of out. I was able to be careful. Okay, why didn't I die? Let's do the why didn't I die. I didn't die because I was wearing a hat. And also a full body covering. I have a couple of suits, like undersuits that I wear under any number of things. Still working on making that less of a thing. Like, if I were to go out right now, I will die. I can make it short distances, like I might be able to get across the street. I will light on fire before I get there, but like I won't have died necessarily. But I will definitely be on fire. So, speaking of, if I ever get knocked unconscious and like fall over, I might be on fire. If that happens, ideally cover me with something. I have a pouch on my hero outfit that has like some, stuff for that, like those like foily emergency blanket things and stuff. So ideally me not being on fire is a good thing. But no, I wear a full body suit, and my swim outfit was pretty specifically designed to hide that fact. That's why I was wearing like multiple layers of varying colors and stuff, because it helps disguise. I'm pretty white. Like, I'm really pale.
Thanks, I couldn't tell.
Yeah. So, a white suit generally gets by. My hero suit is a full body covering, what with the not wanting to die. So, lots of like hoods and presumably hats are in my future. I have one hat now, I guess. Need more. Doing some shopping at some point. That's been one of the things that I've been up to during my, time off. But I didn't mention it earlier because it would have invited other questions. Yeah. What else? I am becoming more of a vampire. Not entirely sure what that looks like yet. But that might be more where I get like some of the cool powers and stuff.
But yeah, I bet you didn't expect that.
No. I mean,
The
I thought it was evident by all the questions I asked.
trying to lighten the mood. Trying to lighten the mood. I'm not great.
Like I said,
I
we
thought
get
you were
we
about
get
to.
different response when people find out about this. You know.
Oh. I was thinking of a team move we could do.
I
Like all of us?
Mm. So what if I make a barrier, like a spherical barrier, and we put Warhead in there, right? I can't move my barriers very well, but you could maybe launch my barrier with your power into the enemy, into the villain, and then you just blow up when you reach him.
That sounds like a
It'll be
fucking
like a cannonball.
horrible disaster waiting to
couldn't-
happen.
Couldn't
bowling ball.
she just throw
So-
him?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I should also note.
But why the shield? Never mind.
Oh,
After the
Shield
exhibit games,
because compression.
I got these cool new
explosion
boots.
compression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have jets in them.
You have jets in your...
Nice.
Wait, is that what you want? I know
Yeah.
that you won.
I also
you
got a
were in the
sponsorship
cup.
deal with Punk Rock Weekly. They gave me these cool new pants.
Sick.
They are really cool.
What is that?
It's a magazine.
Okay.
Oh,
Roxy was in it.
Roxy was in it.
Neat.
She was on the cover.
Roxy's pretty cool like that.
Roxy is pretty cool.
Oh. Are you like a famous
I'm on a
musician?
cover now. Wait.
Something like that. Yeah, you are.
Oh.
No, you're famous.
In terms of notoriety, I think it is those two.
Do
who
you
are
have
the most
your
famous
own
now.
magazine? Because then should I buy my own
Yeah.
magazine with my cover?
If you want to.
In terms of, that's actually a good point as well. In terms of secret identity, kind of a mixed bag on this team. Ash definitely, me, but I think everyone else on the team is very obviously who they are, or is like, you know.
You'll sooner
We're
find me
gonna
dead
need to
than
work
putting
on
on a
that.
hoodie. How about that?
I gotta work on my
Most people
disguise.
assume I'm like a servant robot or something.
you-
so I guess I
Wait,
counts.
to...
Yeah, but like if someone
Actually,
saw
you
you
have
out
to
and
have
about
a
and knew
specific
who
identity
the
consideration
hero
else at
Mox
some
was.
point, to be able to
Hmm.
hide a bit better.
I have a very niche following online.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Let's
Did
assume
you
that
say that? No one at the college has recognized me yet. Because I don't wear my sunglasses.
Sure.
Like, just
Actually, yeah. No one at the college has recognized him. What name do you go by when you're at the college?
my legal name.
Doesn't tell anyone his
I
legal
mean,
name.
yeah, that makes sense.
Certainly
Can I
none
be
of
so
us, at
honest?
least.
I don't say it because it's embarrassing. Like, I picked it when I was like 16.
You picked your own name.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have parents.
Yeah, you can do that.
Don't they give you a name at the foster home?
Well, yeah, they gave me a first name. They didn't give me a last name. And I picked my last name. And I've
Oh.
regretted it ever since. But also, I'm too lazy to change it. So,
It's
I see.
John Killer.
John Killer. Wait, is that real?
Based
no,
on
it's
no
not
evidence, that's the most
John.
likely option.
Yeah,
Like I
gotta be
said,
something
he
actually
doesn't tell
cool,
anyone.
like David Blood Death.
I'm pretty
You
sure
guys are
no
way
one,
overthinking it.
Eugene.
no
Blood.
one
Don't-
here knows it. No one.
Is
here
nobody
knows.
here? Is none of you that goes to the college in his class?
One person in
No,
Firebird
uh,
knows it. The B ranks
Yeah.
probably know it because it's on
Yeah.
file.
Like when the teacher
None of
What's
us
the
in the
name
same
for
class of
the-
him. I don't do
Oh.
engineering. I wanted to do
Engineering,
engineering, but that was a
architectural.
bit too much for me. Couldn't pick
Mm.
that.
I'm not allowed in college.
Just don't like being scammed.
By
I mean,
college?
Firebird's footing the bill, so
Still. Just my
Firebird
principle.
does
Why
take care
is-
of the bill.
Why is it being scammed for receiving an education in trade for money?
Because usually they have to charge you a shit ton of more money. So
upcharge for like
eh.
legacy tradition or like general notoriety of a college. This one's a community college, so you don't get that.
Still, it's just American
Mostly.
capitalism bullshit.
You have to
Wonder-
pay for colleges like everywhere, don't you?
If I'm in a bunch of debt.
Not an
Mm.
American fish.
I mean, you wonder if you're in a bunch of debt previously. You just
Yeah.
don't know about it because you don't. Maybe.
Like, I went to med school. I must be in a lot of debt, right?
Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah, it
saying.
would be a lot.
If the tax collectors hunt you down, you'll get a lot more questions answered, I suppose.
If you have
In
a
general,
new social,
that would be good news to some extent, I suppose.
Would getting shot in the head count as faking your own death?
I mean, it
It's
wasn't
not
her
faking your
decision.
death. She was
Yeah.
abducted.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
fake it.
wasn't
I
like-
actually got shot.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, it wasn't faked, and also she did.
I've got the scar and
Die.
everything.
Eh.
Fake it
I don't know.
anyway, Yeah.
Oh, I could fake.
Mhm.
You could technically fake your own death.
Eh.
People would question it
Could
a
have.
lot.
You're on record now. And now it's
I mean,
not the case.
Yeah.
Warhead would be a lot harder to fake. You as Warhead would be a lot harder to fake your death, but your other identity would be a lot easier because people wouldn't know you for your ability. But like, I
That's
would
true,
very
that's
much
true.
question if you died as Warhead because I'd be like, well, technically he's immortal and can regenerate from most things and would just explode and be back. Is there an
Yeah.
extent of anything that you can't heal?
I have no clue.
If you
Like,
get
the
shot
even
in the
crazy-
leg,
The even crazier part about all of it is that, like, some things that shouldn't come back anyways. Like my earrings.
right? Yeah.
Mm.
Perhaps it's
And
more
I have no
based on the
clue why.
perception of what you have.
Mm.
It's
Like,
more
I
of
got
your
a haircut
perception
a
of your
week
own
ago.
character.
And it just came back to this already.
There's an interesting facet to that, which is you have scars.
These are from before I had my powers. I hit my face with a bottle.
Fair enough. That's probably not
But
great news for you being in a... Huh. Probably shouldn't use my powers on you. Ever.
Well, like, if I turn myself into just pure energy or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you reverse that, does the energy come back? Or
This
does
is one
it
of
just
those things
fix?
where the answers to some of those questions are I start bleeding profusely.
Or like you bring my hand back and then my body goes, well, there's supposed to be a hand here, and then I shoot my hand off.
I mean, I'd be rewinding something relative to something. So if I'm rewinding you and your hand is gone, maybe I could bring it back. Probably not, honestly. I've never like replaced anything full out. You know, I don't know if I could bring your hand back. I could maybe like reattach
That's
it, but you know,
I mean, I'm probably like one of the few people here who really doesn't need healing most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Ironically, we have the most healers, and I think also have the most people who don't benefit from healing.
This is correct. But we also have someone who desperately needs healing a lot all the time.
Yeah. True.
So it balances out.
Yeah, I need healing a lot of the time.
I mean, I still benefit from healing. If
Yeah.
I get hurt.
I mean, everyone.
But, like,
does.
Sure. But, like, you in general don't need it to the same extent. Mox doesn't need it to the same extent. B doesn't need it to the same
Yeah.
extent. And I can't think of any other team that has even 3 people that, you know.
Anyone who
we
has
should-
the basic understandings in electronics and mechanics can generally heal me at the very least, so I believe Addox can. Ashton's learning. There's probably a few more.
Are we ever going to actually address where it is that you get your, like, proper fixing and equipment and stuff?
Home.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of what I meant. But, like,
can't argue with that.
fair point.
I was built by a very kind man who wants to remain secretive. Firebird knows who they
Alright.
are and where they come from. Past that, I'm been informed not to tell anyone.
Yeah, Firebird knows, you know. That's what's probably important or whatever.
Yeah. And also, you say that most of us don't benefit from the healing, and that's right, but, like, technically you're the only healer out there that could technically heal Mox without the use of, like, external aid, using, like, welding tools or, like, tools in general.
Sure.
It has certainly helped on occasion.
That's fair. Odd. Do we have anyone with metal powers? I can't think of any.
Like, producing metal, bending metal? I mean,
Just
technically...
in general, I suppose.
Not... No... I mean, Yuri has the crystal-like powers, which is Earth-related, but it's not necessarily metal.
Yeah.
Earth-adjacent, I guess. Nothing else. No one else has really metal-related powers. I guess you could say, like, you know, Reina has electromagnetism, which can, like, control metal through magnetism, electromagnetism, but, like, that's
Only
about
magnetic
it.
metal.
There was a B rank who had metal manipulation powers, but that was actually the subject of the investigation. A while back, I mentioned it.
It's all come back to Full Metal Alchemist.
It's all come.
It's just like the Japanese anime.
Regardless, they are deceased now, so I won't have to face up against them. Not that I would.
Yeah, if we if we had anyone face up against you that could control metal, that would be really bad.
Luckily enough, I have ranged abilities to hopefully skirt around that, but it's not something I'm intending to face. The same way I don't want to face John Laz.
That would be a really bad matchup. That would be a horrendous matchup.
Is there anyone for whom John Laz isn't a significant obstacle? I mean, like...
Me, I could take him.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can.
Wait, what?
John, you know the janitor?
I can beat him.
/ B rank John Laz?
Couldn't you just, like,
The
blast you away with
janitor?
water?
Yep.
He goes by. He used to be a villain that
Theoretically,
went by
yes.
the Angler.
But I've learned I can't
Was
drown.
responsible for
alright.
40% of drownings in like a year.
They can control the weather.
Why is he the janitor here?
Well, he'd have like
Should we
changed his
arrest
heart and
him?
everything.
The
Like,
Criminal
It's-
Reformation Program.
yeah.
It's
killed-
well...
They had
How many
except he
people did he
serviced
kill?
them. A lot.
Too many.
He was responsible for
He's
40%
not-
of drowning.
he's
for
not,
5
like,
Clearly not
years.
enough.
someone
So,
who
janitor,
was never caught and just also happens to be our janitor. Like, he was
our janitor is
arrested.
a mass murderer.
Correct.
I mean, he served time.
He
so,
owns
like,
orphanages now, and like
Alright.
mm.
Just because he saved time doesn't mean he
I-
didn't do these things.
This is one of those
Right?
things
I know,
that's
I'm
like a
really-
really
No, but he did the thing is
stupid
he
part
saved
of this
time,
whole
and he got a
system that we
job.
have going
I'm
here,
really
where
nervous
like,
around him. He
it's
steals me
entirely
every single day,
inconsistent with
and I don't know what
any
to do about it.
basic
We
legal
just have to-
premises
we
and
just
the
have- we
like.
just have to deal with it.
Oh,
Okay,
I want
technically
to
we have a lot of
him. What the
people who
What?
we're
From my
There's like a whole
understanding,
bunch
we
of
have a lot
villains
sway
or
in this
ex-villains
world, which is why we
at
founders-
Firebird.
Wait, what do you mean? How many ex-villains do we have in Firebird?
numerous.
Depends.
half
1,
of
2,
Firebird.
3, 4, 5.
Technically, Johnny was an ex-villain, but he's really nice now. Like, but like only petty crimes, like petty theft, from what I can understand.
Like 8 maybe?
But then there's Warden, and that's more of a complicated scenario.
Couple more,
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
less.
another villain.
He's technically,
got arrested.
responsible for the death of a hero.
Fair enough. 8 or so minus 1.
I have mixed feelings about him too. Don't worry. I don't trust him fully.
Generally
There are
speaking,
no
when a person is
villains
roasted-
on
Crazy
the unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I qualify.
Some of us still do have criminal records, but like, we're not villains.
On the unexpected, you mean? Or
About that.
Yeah, on the unexpected.
sure.
I might have a pretty big criminal.
What? What you wanna elaborate on that, or we just leave it that there? Is that just a can of worms we're just gonna leave sealed for now?
I mean, like, it's not something people have to discuss.
I
No,
mean,
it is
true.
something that you can
Right.
look up, though.
Sure, but like, she brought it up.
It's not.
True.
I didn't kill anybody. Or I also didn't commit any crimes. But
Did you pirate music?
no.
God,
Roxy's gonna be real upset.
disgust me.
Did you pirate Roxy's music?
Ew.
I didn't pirate any music.
I guess anyone.
I'll just leave
You
it
don't
at
have
that.
to-
I
yeah.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, if you don't talk about it in front of the others, that's fine. I just didn't know it was like a cemented thing. I thought it was just okay. Right. Either way, there's a couple of us with criminal records. Technically, I've been done for property damage once. That's something. It was an accident.
Hmm.
But yeah, we're all good people. We're all trying our best. We're all trying growth and improvement. That's the unexpected for you.
Yeah.
I haven't really been around long enough to
Yeah.
accrue a criminal record.
Mm. You'll get yours eventually, Max. Don't worry.
Let's hope that's known. Don't
Well,
say that.
technically, I wouldn't be tried by the justice system. I would most likely be scrapped, and then my creator would face the consequences of any crime I committed.
Let's really make sure Mox never gets a criminal record or does a crime.
Don't worry. I'll take the heat for you. Unless it's really bad, then I'm not doing that.
The most you'll
There's no
most,
kick
the
on it.
most you'll get is trespassing on crime scenes, but it's okay. I'm good at not getting caught when I do that. I don't really have to worry about DNA evidence.
You mean when you allegedly do that?
There's no cameras in here.
There are
know
absolutely
of.
cameras in here.
Point to one.
Not one.
I don't know where, but we...
Yeah, there's none in the
That's
dorm
fair.
rooms. They wouldn't put it in the dorm rooms.
Not in the rooms, but they're definitely here. We've had multiple times where things were
Yeah.
reported through the cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a public area. Like, they probably have cameras to prevent people from stealing stuff. If people break into this building, they probably have stuff for that.
It's the front lobby. What do you want from them? Huh?
I mean, like, this is a building for heroes. It could be targeted by villains. They probably have cameras in here. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if they didn't have cameras before, they would definitely have cameras now, considering that one of the rooms was broken into, like, during the first couple of days of some of us joining.
They unquestionably, without a doubt, have had cameras in at least this room the entire time that this building has been used.
This room.
I
knew that.
I've not seen the like records and stuff, but I assume that they probably have them like on the stairwells and hallways and stuff.
I know a few areas where they don't have cameras where they should probably. But when I have submitted a report. There's a reason sometimes the stuff from the evidence lockers goes missing.
You don't actually.
I'm aware of who does take it and who doesn't. I am not one of those people.
Okay. No, we didn't. We should probably report it. Nonetheless.
Wait, is there an evidence locker in this building, or do you mean like in HQ too? That you know?
In HQ,
Huh.
you don't have evidence in the dorms. I should also
Oh,
point
wait,
out
shit,
no one
yeah.
should
They're both linked. They definitely have cameras in here then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is
So
not a
these
question.
cameras
It's
are
just
anyone-
objectively a fact. There are
There is
cameras.
Yeah. I'm just supporting the fact that I'm 100% certain there's cameras here by adding more reasons.
HQ had really
My
shitty
brain
cameras at
sensor
first, and I
alerted where all the
assume those
cameras
have been
were.
improved.
Hmm.
At this HQ, not the central. I assume central's like a fucking fortress, but
Central's
this office
definitely
was,
a
I think,
fortress.
supposed to be like an undercover place too. But we got shot at like after a day of having been here, so.
It's really, really hard to keep it undercover, especially when, you know, so many
You want Johnny
going-ons.
to wear like a big hat and a coat?
If everyone took the back door, you know, back door, maybe.
I'm going undercover.
Who is that? Someone broke in.
Who are you and what have you done beforehand? You spontaneously came back.
I don't know why it works. It just does.
It's a Clark Kent effect, you know?
What?
Don't tell me you don't know about the Clark Kent effect. Like Superman.
It's
You know how
Superman.
Superman has the identity of like Clark Kent?
Which is
Okay.
has actually been proven to just be hypno glasses, according to the comic.
Yeah, according to the comic, but like that's it depends what lore you believe to be canon and like what iteration of comics are we talking about here.
Remember that time when we had that conversation about the practicalities of how much of a percentage of something in fiction was made out of metal in an anime? We're doing that again.
I don't know, Alexis. You have a lot of. I'm really nerdy. Like I can say that. I'm really nerdy. We're gonna come back to a lot of these conversations sometimes.
Talking about it's fine. It's just like arguing about what the particulars of how and why this sorry.
Clark.
Why is this a relevant discussion?
Right. It's relevant because okay, so when Superman is being Clark Kent, he just puts on a suit and glasses and slicks his hair back a bit more. Like makes his hair look different. But when he's Superman, hair looks slightly different. It takes off the glasses. Everyone sees him Superman. But when he's Clark Kent, no one sees he's like, okay, that's Clark Kent. That's obviously not Superman. It's like the glasses and the hair make a difference. And that's what we're talking about in regards to Warhead. Like everyone recognizes him as Warhead when he puts the glasses on, but when the glasses are off, no one recognizes him as Warhead. At least most people don't.
Fair enough.
It's also like the jacket most of the time. I can't really walk around with the jacket undercover because
You
it
think
has
we
like
don't recognize
a
you if
logo
you
on the
take your
back.
glasses off?
I mean, I think you guys would recognize me. I don't think the Clark Kent effect would work with me, honestly.
I think
Also,
the
I would
hat
just be
has more
blind.
weight in that matter.
The hat never really comes off.
You'd also have to wear something other than flannel. That's a huge giveaway.
Look, I took
Why?
the sweater off and now I'm, you know.
Theoretically, I
explain?
could get a body that looks more human. Kind of a pain, though.
Right.
I mean, are you looking to be able to pass for human?
If the need arises.
I mean, you can always, talk to your creators about it, or we can also consider something with, the rest of Firebird, with the engineering team.
To my understanding, this would be a multi-million-dollar project to make a robot pass as a human being.
Yeah,
For something that may or just not be very helpful.
I'm guessing that would be the case.
I mean, there's plenty of ways to disguise you.
I could wear a trench coat with like a big hat.
Get some paint.
Yeah. Like it's really just a matter of like makeup costs, like maybe some like rubber molding, I think. I don't know.
If you put
Oh,
on
I
a
was just
Yeah, I don't
thinking
know
like
about that.
long coat and a scarf, and I let you borrow my mask and gloves.
Someone sit on my shoulders and then wear like a really long trench coat that covers both bodies, and then we'll just be a very tall man.
A woman.
And then
but
what
you bring
about
the
the
person.
legs?
The
Boots.
pants and boots.
Stuff some
How'd you
boots,
keep the boots
long
on?
pants.
I think that actually a solid candidate for
With
this
some
plan,
effort.
because it would not make them
Yeah.
ridiculously tall, would be Gator Guy.
This
You
is a
could be a
situation
gator
where
have to
robots are
disguise
not
Gator
allowed
Guy,
in an
too.
area, but gators are.
And that's
Yeah, I know.
significantly harder.
This is why it's a great plan. They'll never
They're
expect the
very
double
sturdy
roofs.
Normal person with a tail coming out like the back of their neck.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't think anyone was going to get that one for a second.
As it stands, the need does not fully arise.
We'll keep it in the back pocket just in case.
Androids aren't common enough to where there's a lot of rules and regulations around them. Generally
mean-
speaking, they're just treated as objects for the most part.
A situation where you definitely need to be acting as an undercover detective and aren't with the rest of us seems like it's probably not terribly rare, and well, between Addicts and B and everything, I think there's probably some identifiable things about our group of 8.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Just a couple. Just a few.
Maybe I'll just replace the faceplate and put a lot of clothing on.
Best way to do
Good-
it.
Yeah,
Good
cool.
work. Replace the face
Undercover mission
neck
sounds fun.
face plant, and just get a turtleneck
Sunglasses?
maybe.
Work wonders.
I don't really have ears for them to connect to. But yeah, I have to tape them up.
Magnets? I don't know.
Magnets. Or even fucking scotch tape.
Or elastic bands.
And anything.
Could also just do double-sided tape too. that would be less painful than just like Scotch tape.
Pretty much any method of adhering one thing to another.
Super glue.
Not super glue.
Let's weld these
It's a
rocks
method
from
that
inside of
would
my head.
work.
Hear me
It
out.
would work, but then
Why?
because then it would be the difficulty of getting it off. I mean, if it's strong enough super glue, of course.
Difficult,
I'm
sure,
assuming
but
that
it's metal. We can just scrape it off.
Yeah, it's just
we can, but like Mox said that he can feel pain.
I can feel pain when I'm damaged, but I am still made of metal.
yeah.
If I were
Right.
to, like, scratch at you, can you sense that?
Yes, but not like bad. It only really hurts when it's like proper damage. If it's, like, a
Otherwise,
scratch with like a nail, I won't feel it.
when you just scratched your head right there, then you would have hurt yourself. Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't say pain is the correct response to it. It's more so I can just tell that it happened. If the need arises to determine the exact specifications of what goes on inside, I imagine that can be done.
Otherwise, they do sell like glasses that just have like a clip in the middle that just hold on to like your nose.
That's true. I mean, I have an eye patch.
I think
It's a
Reina
really
has
nice
those.
eye
Wear a
patch.
second eye patch.
Yeah, that do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that
I
would
guess.
very much hinder my ability to
Mm.
see.
And as
Nah,
we've
you'll be
learned a lot,
fine.
we do need people that can see. I'm pretty sure that was one of the leading things that you came up to me when we were thinking like about having who on our team. Alex approached me and just pointing to Mox and be like, "They can see really well. You should consider them." This is when we first met. This is not the reason why I wanted you on the team. Just to clarify.
Damn. So if monks can't see well anymore, they're just off the team?
No, I
At the
said that's not
time-
the reason.
At the
Rather
time, there were
unfortunate.
4 of us, and it was not great.
Yeah.
My vision's not great at a distance, and Layla goes blind when she uses her powers.
I need glasses. Alex can't. I assume his vision's impaired
Alex.
because of yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
a lot of glasses
So they're
wearers.
like
My vision's great.
Yeah,
That's
my
good.
my vision is normal too.
No.
you have a good vision too, Roxy. I mean, that's that's pretty good.
I mean, it is kind of hard to
Okay.
see at night, so I take off the sunglasses, but
That is something that I don't have a problem with. Not anymore.
Oh, so you have really good vision at night.
Pretty much. I mean, still not great with the like distance and object stuff, though I've got a thing for that. But it's certainly much improved. A lot of the vision damage is because I have like physiological damage from the gunshot. Damaged my optic nerves. But there's also like I'm not wearing the sunglasses right now, but like I would not be sad to be wearing them. Like it's not bright in here, but it's bright in here.
By the way, I should mention this. This is important information. I've been talking to the other team leaders recently. We're thinking about having some joint team exercises. I planned out some options. We'll of course have a B ranker supervising us at some points. But I was thinking about doing a joint team exercise with Team 2 first. since in regards to abilities and everything, I think they're the most on our level. And
What
also
is
we have
that
the best
again?
relations with them. Team Star. Yeah. I'd give everyone like a heads up, like a week's notice or so, or at least a few days before we do it. But is anyone against that? You know, joining team exercises? I think it'd really help us all.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Ark
Mhm.
made for a really good detective partner, so I trust them to lead a team well.
Yeah. But yeah, I've already spoken to Halifax about it a bit, and some of the other B ranks. So it's all good with them.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I've got some studying I think I need to do, but it was good hanging out with you guys today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Agreed.
It's good to get to know have us all meet up and become a bit more, than just like, we're not just work buddies, we're friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly, more surprising, you just weren't interrupted for some bullshit this time.
Yeah, usually it's about like 10 minutes before something shows up and yells at us to go somewhere.
One of the teams
Yeah.
is out doing something. I don't remember what.
Uh,
Yeah.
At the very least, if things are anything like the last few months, it could go south at some point. So we'll need to be on each other's sides the whole time.
We've got each other's backs. As I told you, Linda, when unexpected, we help each other and look after each other. So if you ever need any help with anything, you can always come to any of us. Or to me. Just any of us in general. We're here to work out this hero thing and everything else together.
I'm gonna try my best to fit in.
I mean, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's really any norm to fit in, but like, in regards to fitting in, when it comes to us, we're a little all over the place. I think you already fit in fine.
Generally speaking, it is not terribly difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. I've gotta go study. So, good chatting, guys.
Take care.
Yeah.
Good luck on your
You as well.
studies.
Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna go train.
All right. Should
I don't
probably
have a
figure out how
good-
these things work. Might be a good idea.
The boots? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I've never actually tried them yet.
You want to try
They
dodging
did
with them?
they did warn me that there isn't much to like land.
What do you
So
mean by that?
Like they shoot you forward and then like right as you're about to land, they do another burst to like slow you down. But it's not like perfect, they said.
Maybe you can use it to do
So-
like a big spinny kick.
Does it
Maybe.
matter if you just blow yourself up in their face?
I was more thinking of I don't want to slam into a wall at like 80 miles an hour.
Hold on.
Oh.
So did you win like a finished product or something 3 guys built in a shed? Okay.
They're like, here's your prize, a pair of jet boots. And I went, cool. Then we had to talk for about sponsorship deals for like hour and a half. I felt like I was
Horrifying.
bleeding out of my ears.
I want to see you test those right now.
Oh well, I'm off. Bye.
All right.
See ya.
I was gonna see if we have like an airfield nearby that's just like not being used.
There's a fuck off giant underground training room at HQ.
You
True.
could just jump straight into the ocean. Just swim back to shore. I don't know.
Worst idea.
I can't swim.
It's
Okay,
fucking
me
swimming.
neither.
It's not that hard. Why can't you fucking swim?
Just can't.
God.
At least not in this much clothing. I mean, like shit. Lay me down.
Why can't you fly,
I can't lose
Addicts?
these pants.
Birds do it all the time.
Well, that's a horrible analogy. Anybody can fucking swim. I've seen dozens of people swim.
I mean, I can probably swim, but like, I don't want to.
Especially not if you've careened into the water at high velocity.
Yeah, like if my legs hit first, I'm just gonna like cartwheel for a bit.
You're launching off,
Compared to the alternative cartwheeling on the fucking
injured.
ground?
By the time that you're healed, you're at the bottom of the
I'll
ocean.
be fine.
Can we just gather some of the mattresses from here and
Okay.
just stick them in the training area?
Dude,
I
these
mean-
pants are like hella resistant to like everything.
I'm sure that there's some sort of training pads and stuff somewhere like that we could set up, you know.
Surely.
maybe.
I'll go look for some. That's my cue.
Yeah.
I'll go find them.
So they go side to side or
Forward,
forward. Okay.
just straight forward.
Hmm.
I believe they said they turn on for like half a second,
Okay.
and then it's really just momentum.
Hmm.
Which also means I have to jump beforehand, because if I don't jump, it gets bad really quick.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, yeah. You should jump. Probably the right choice.
I mean, I've like cartwheeled over pavement before. Not awful. Hurts
Hmm.
like a bitch. I used to have a motorcycle and I crashed that shit like every like month.
That sounds expensive.
It was a beat up bike. It was fixable most of the time.
Guess I don't know much about riding motorcycles. I'm gonna go do some.
I could get
It's right
cheap
there,
ones.
really.